Hi everybody, welcome back to Emancipation Central. Despite what I said on my thing, I'm going to rush this last video off while my partner's off doing some essential work. Okay, the quality and production values of this last video might not be as high as the other two because we are under extreme special socialist people's democratic circumstances. What's happened since the last video was when I recorded the last video, we had rising cases of COVID-19. However, last Thursday, on the 26th of March, our government put us into complete lockdown, and as a result, we're not allowed to leave our homes except to basically go shopping or to get petrol or go for walks around the block. We've got one of the most severe lockdowns in the world. As a result, pretty much I've been grounded, and what I have noticed that I'll just spend about a minute talking about this before I get to the music. Is that overall our lockdown is working. Basically, I think New Zealand, I'm not going to blow our country's trumpet here, we are a model for the rest of the world to follow. In our lockdown, we're still only up to 709 cases. We've only had one single death, and that was a very old woman who was very unwell, so she was due to die anyway, even though a death is always tragic. We've had 83 recoveries. We've shut down our borders essentially. We're going to have massive changes when we come out of lockdown. We're going to severely limit the number of Chinese people coming here, and also people from the third world who have basically been blamed for spreading the disease along with travellers. We're going to encourage domestic travel. The government has spent billions of dollars bailing out all the workers. Normal people are going to lose their jobs, and I think we are a model for the free world. You compare that to America, where Donald Trump is so dumb he doesn't even realise that there is a virus going on, and he thinks that if 100,000 people die, that's a victory. And then even in Britain, heaps of people dying there. Spain and Italy, well, they're just a walking tragedy would be a way to describe it. And of course, even Australia, the Prime Minister there's got the IQ of two shriveled raisins, pretty much. So, I think Jacinda Ardern, she is one of the greatest leaders in the world. She will be easily a hero of the free world, I think. And anyway, so moving on, I'll get away from the communist propaganda for 5 seconds. Let me see, the third disc of Emancipation. I'm not going to spend much time on this one because unlike the first two discs, this one is by far the least satisfactory disc on the set. Even though it's got 3 or 4 songs, which I consider the finest songs of Emancipation, there is just a lot of rubbish on this disc. A lot of people are going to hate me for this. Generally, the numbers for the other two videos have been mediocre to fair. 43 and 27 views. They are a bit on the low side. I'm not angry though because I realise this is a lockdown. People have probably got better things to do than to worry about, watching a Prince video, especially in other countries where food supply is a problem. In our country it's good because most of the stuff is made here. We haven't outsourced everything to China just yet, thank God. And so you can go get your groceries, there's no waiting or anything, you're in and out within an hour basically, and everyone's real friendly to each other. It's great now, there's no pollution. I hear the bird song every night. It's actually not winter spring here, it's actually late summer going into early autumn. It's like 23 degrees, sun's shining, beautiful weather. Hopefully it'll hold throughout the lockdown period, which is expected to end at the end of April, if the government doesn't extend it. So far all things are promising, but you never know with these types of matters. So again, disc 3, I said that disc 1 was definitely the pop disc, disc 2 was definitely the ballads disc, disc 3 is very much what I could call the strange disc. Okay, let's talk about the songs. The first song is called Slave, and Slave is sort of like a dirge type chant going, everybody keeps trying to break my heart, everybody except for me, I just want the best to play the part of someone truly free. It's alright, but it is just really a chant. It's him warbling on about his bloody, contract with Warner's and how bad it is and everything else. The song's a bit older than most of the music on the album. It dates back to mid-95. It's got a good beat to it, I guess, but it is really just nothing there. It's just a chant, basically. It's just typical of some of the self-indulgent plastic music you'd make later on. So I gave it 5, and it's definitely in the bottom 12. Okay, next is an even worse song. That's New World. Now, New World is one of the very oldest songs on the album. It dates back to early January of 1994. It was actually recorded for earthquake relief after the some Northridge earthquake in America or something. It was basically one of those singles you rang up the 1-800 New Funk line and he played it. After listening to it, I can't really say that it really would have made much of an impression. It's one of his weakest ever songs. It sounds like a really bad early 90s Madonna dance experiment, as the Picture Black podcast, where it just basically, you well, what's the feel emotion of sex, and it sounds a bit more dated than it sounds like something from about 92. It's so forgettable I can hardly remember anything about it. It's basically about a new world where people are having sex and they're all being efficient and stuff. The usual eugenics, sexual eugenics nonsense that you hear from them. And then we've got, and that song got 32nd, and it's absolutely in the bottom 6. The next song is even worse still. I mean, there's just a lot of rubbish. The first 4 songs are just complete garbage. And even the next 2 are mediocre. Okay, the human body. This is again just another very weak dance line. There's very little to it. Go, the human body. And you hear in the background, you hear this voice go, dum bum 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 bum, dum bum 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 bum, It's this type of music that just scared a lot of people away from Prince. I've just looked at the Prince org and there was a website saying, what do you think Prince's low point was? And the word emancipation came up a lot. Oh my god, he's free but he gave us all this rubbish. Oh, that album is just so plastic sounding and everything else. This is probably the most plastic played in track. Honestly, I know Prince wanted to give us 36 songs of love and freedom, but these songs he could leave off. These are just absolute filler and junk. I gave this song 2 out of 10 and it's the 3rd worst song on the album. If you don't count the Plan of Kama Sutra, which is just Muzak, was spelled with a Z, this is the 2nd worst proper song on the album. This is crap. It's just a beat and it's just some guy, Prince singing in a bit of falsetto. There's nothing interesting there. It's as boring as fuck. And then we get into the next song, Face Down. Now, some people absolutely love this song. I've been lambasted many times on many fronts for not liking this song. This is one of Prince's most negative songs I've ever heard. It's so doom. It goes, once said put Prince through the ringer, said he'd go down as a washed up singer, still with the root of all days. You better, something like, so you better take it ass, motherfucker, before you get sprayed face down. It's basically macho gun dribble, sort of G-funk, you know, bloody ghetto rap bang shit. You know, it's also got 99 going, dead like Elvis, dum boom, face down, dead like Elvis. Some motherfucker said Prince could sing, put him through the ringer, said Prince was nothing but a washed up singer, still to the root of all evil. Better, before you, when you pull a card, better be an ace, motherfucker, or you could lay face down. Why do people like this shit? This song is complete shit. I actually gave it a 4 because some of the music in it is alright. And Prince's rapping is decent, but it's very bad. Okay, the song again, bits and pieces of it date from the 95-96 era, like Human Body. Apparently 99's lines are sampled from a late 93, early 94 album, Burns. Doesn't matter, it's just garbage, and again, it's bottom 6, 4 out of 10. Okay, then we get to La 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 Means I Love You. This is an old Delphonics song from about 1968-69. I love the original, you know, maybe even 1970. It's beautiful, lovely production, but Prince's version is just too sugary and too sweet. It's far too sticky. And I mean, okay, some of the falsetto is really good. Many times I've come to you with a line that wasn't true, and they let you down, let you down. So I'm in a state of dreams, and you feel I mean a thing. Oh, don't you let me ride. Ooh, and things I will say to you. Ooh. Okay, the falsetto's alright, but overall it is just a bit too sticky and sugary. It's a bit too aim it at mighty. The original was beautiful. It was classic late 60s, early 70s, you know, sort of black stand-up group falsetto harmony singing stuff. I just love, you know, stuff like the Stylistics, the Delphonics, the Trillites, all those types of groups I just absolutely love, but this is not good. But still, it's alright. Apparently it's also written, it also features the female vocals of someone called Shantae Moore. I'm assuming that's a woman. Yeah, but anyway, 6 out of 10. Okay, I think it's, I didn't actually put a rank here. I think it's somewhere between the 2nd and 3rd 12. Okay, then we've got Style. This is another song that divides fans. Some fans just absolutely love this song. It's alright. I'm not going to say it's rubbish. It's average, you know. What ruins it is Scrap D's rapping again. Oh god. I mean, what did Prince see in this guy? Okay, now, La 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 is April, May 95. Style is very late. It dates from March 96. It's after the bulk of the songs. The best part about Style is like Prince doing all these sort of one-liners going, style is having a hand not paying for it. Style, you know. And it's just, it's sort of like a very funny beat going. And it's got Atomic Dog samples in the background. You got it, don't this style, yeah. And I mean, again, it goes on. It's alright, but it just goes on for too long. And it's just really, again, it's just basically one hook all the way through. It's just the same beat. It's just Prince talking over with the George Clinton sample. And it all gets earworming after a while. So I gave it 5 out of 10. It's not that bad. It's not that good either. And it's in the bottom. It's just in the bottom 12. Okay, moving on. Let's move on to some better music. Okay, Sleep Around. This is a song. This is probably the first decent song on the whole album. Well, I wouldn't even say decent. I'll say it's a good song. Okay, now Sleep Around is a very funky Prince song. He's actually doing it in the style of these old songs like, you know, La 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 and Betcha by Golly Well. Sleep Around's got a really funky, it starts with a really funky going, do you like ya, do you like ya, sleep around, and Prince sort of does the sort of, sort of staccato type, jazz rap, and it's basically about, a very slutty woman messing around, definitely someone who's not like, Matey go, when I called you last summer, then I saw him riding in your car, dun, dun, just because he wants to whine in time with everyone, Very good singing, great falsetto, very funky breakdown theme with a lot of MPG horns coming in. It's actually a really good song, Do you like your sleep around? Ow! I'm the one who sent a book of herbs and how to use it. Very funny breakdown part there. And I'm like a line again. You will advice you ought to take. Dun, 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 very sort of jazzy horns breakdown like courting time again. Good stuff, not the best, but still I gave the song 7.5 out of 10, and it's definitely, it's place 18, so it's exactly in the middle of the album. It's an absolute average song. And then we get to the second worst song on the album, After the Plan. This is the absolute worst song. Now, a lot of people might get angry because I know there's a lot of rap heads out there who think it's great. And again, it's got fucking Scrappy Doo, that's what I call them, like the Peach and Black guys. Da Da Da. I don't even listen to this song half the time. It's just a rap by the Scrap D guy. It's just got this really bad sort of like ringing sleigh bell type thing going, I was raised in the ghetto, I was poor and broke, all that type of shit you've heard 1,000 times before. Yeah, there was no money for my people, blah 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 blah. I don't even remember half of it. It's just garbage. It is filler. It is the shittiest song I've ever heard made by Prince. I mean, even Boy Trouble's better than this. I gave it 0 out of 10. It got nothing. It is complete crap. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about it. It was made in March 96 along with Sleep Around. Okay, then we go, basically, fortunately the last 4 songs on this album are decent to good. Okay, next we've got My Computer. Now this is one song I really do like. He goes, I scan my computer, looking for a sat computer. Someone to talk to, funny and bright. I scan my computer, looking for a bite computer. I believe in a better world. Basically, it's about Prince's loneliness. Again, I mean, it seems funny given all the music about Mighty in the earlier parts of the album. He's very lonely. He's looking for someone to love, so he basically goes into a computer dating site and he looks at his email. Now, this was recorded at a time when email was a very new concept, and at the start it goes, greetings, you've got mail. At the start of it, the old sort of Eudora electronic mail voice. And then he starts singing about, I've got no mail on my computer. Really great synth lines running through it, and Prince's harmony vocals all being stacked on each other. It was Saturday night, just looking for you. It was Sunday night, just looking for a friend to call. I scanned my computer, looking for a site computer. Somebody to talk to, funny and bright. So I scanned my computer, looking for a site to believe in a better world, Bow. Again, a bit too much sort of the mid-90s, sort of plastic production, but this is a great song, and it's actually, apparently it's got Kate Bush doing backing vocals on it. Prince had worked with Kate Bush before in a song called Why Should I Love You, and apparently Kate Bush gave Prince this song. He just apparently larded it over with almost Byzantine levels of overdubs and things, but it's definitely one of the more interesting cuts on the album. It just scrapes into the top 12, basically. This is a good song, and this is a real good return to form after really what has been a very patchy disc so far, basically. And then it just gets better, basically. Basically, the next 2 songs coming up are pretty much the 2 best songs on the album, you could say, on any given day. The first one is basically a cover of the song, the Joan Osborne song, One of Us Now. Joan Osborne was a Christian artist who had a massive crossover hit with a song called One of Us in late 95, early 96. It's a song about God, basically. She sings about how God was one of us, just a saint like one of us, trying to make his way home. Really good version. Now, Prince takes this already good melodic pop song and turns it into a driving pop rock ballad. There's some amazing guitar in the song. I mean, the guitar solo alone in this song blows your head off good. It is that amazing. It's like the guitar solo in The Holy River. I mean, few times there's very little guitar on Emancipation in general, but when Prince gets it out and starts shredding it, he kills it in this song. His vocals are really great. Prince really puts gravitas into his vocals. As you know, Prince is very Christian, so he really sings the living shit out of this song. What if God was one of us? Just a saint like one of us, trying to make his way home. And then you got this guitar go, it's just, oh my goodness, it's great. This is an amazing song. I gave it 9.75 out of 10, and it's basically in 4th place on the album. And now, you ready for it? Ready for the drum roll? We are moving to the greatest song on the album, and this song, everybody knows it. It's pretty much when people do what are Prince's best songs of the 90s, give me the best song of Emancipation, this song always shines right through the top. Completely different to One of Us. Now, One of Us, like I said, it was a Joan Osborne song. It was written by some guy called John Bazillion, obviously Armenian. And but this song is completely Prince, and apparently it also features Mighty in the background. The song, of course, was recorded in mid to late '96. It's called The Love We Make, and this is an ethereal song. It starts off with some very beautiful organs. He goes, deeper is the man who wishes for nothing, and after all, the only love, and it's got the great chorus going, the only love there is the love we make. The only love there is the love we make. And he goes, deeper for the prayer you ask for nothing, for in the new world it'll be there. Absolutely beautiful singing. It's probably some of Prince's best singing on the whole album. The lyrics are beautiful. It's basically about how Mighty and Prince's relationship is so beautiful that the love they make is not only beautiful and satisfying, it's pretty much it's a ritual, it's an act of rite, it's a sacred love song. It's just blow your head off good. Absolutely no hesitation. Along with The Holy River, this is the best song on the album. Yet we're only 3 tracks away from Da Da Da. I shouldn't even mention that song in the mission of this greatness. The Love We Make, I mean, I can't even describe the song. You just have to listen to it. It's that good. Not only would it be the greatest Prince song on Emancipation, it's probably one of his very best songs of the 90s, and it's probably actually, and I think it's actually in my top 20 greatest Prince songs list. I think it even made the Peach and Black one. I mean, this song, half the time you look at Prince org and other sites, says, what's your favourite song in the 90s? The Love We Make is always up there. It's just that, got that much of a right. So 10 out of, I'm even 11 out of 10, number 1 on the album. Best song. I mean, Emancipation, if you just took the 6 best songs, I mean, that'd be reason enough to buy them. Anyone's top, make a single disc of Emancipation. It's not even like, shall we put The Love We Make on that disc? It's like, put that fucking song first. You know, yeah. Now we finally move into the last song. This one divides me a bit. I mean, probably because I have images of Oprah Winfrey exercising to it, but Emancipation, called in mid-95, this is the actual title song of the whole set. Great song. It's pretty good. I mean, it's a good sort of another chance to go, Emancipation. And he does the best thing. He references his past success. He goes, let me see you in the purple rain, emancipation, free to do what I wanna. And he sings about his struggle with Warner Brothers, you know, having to do double everything, you know, and then he talks about, for to be the autumn breeze, you've got no more harmony, emancipation, be free to do what I wanna. Great singing, great vocals, but again, it's very one track. There's no real depth to the song. We get the point, Prince, you're free from your musical context. Still, overall, it's a pleasing song. The Love We Make, and One of Us it's not, but still, I gave it 7 out of 10. Total score of 21. Now, overall, the disc, okay, there are some absolute highlights on this. The Love We Make, One of Us, and My Computer stand out as the best songs by far. Also, fairly good is Sleep Around and Emancipation. And then from that point downwards, basically, you've got a lot of very unsatisfactory songs. Da Da Da, The Human Body, Face Down, A New World are just basically throwaway fillers. The Slave, Style, and are pretty much just very average, you know, album songs. It's just, the sad thing about it is that the song is so inconsistent. If you took like the best songs and put them with other songs that were released 7 out of 10 or more, you'd have basically one of Prince's very best albums. And the sad thing about this is that this album just shows that Prince's quality control was just completely gone by the stage. He was just basically putting absolute nuggets next to absolute garbage, basically. And overall, it's the least pleasing. I think I gave disc 1 a 7.5 and disc 2 an 8. I wouldn't give this one more than 6 because of that. I mean, okay, The Love We Make and One of Us make a lot of, like, take those 2 tracks off this disc, it would be a 3 or 4 out of 10 album, basically. It's just too inconsistent, and that's the sad thing about Emancipation. Too much, too inconsistent, but, you know, there are some absolute nuggets there. I mean, songs like The Holy River, One Kiss at a Time, Sex in the Summer, Courting Time, Betcha by Golly Wow, White Mansion, you know, In This Bed I Scream, of course, The Holy River, even some way, you know, Soul Sanctuary, and The Plan, and of course, you know, no, sorry, not The Plan, I mean, fuck, did I say The Plan? Really? I meant Savior, yeah. And of course, The Love We Make, One of Us, and Sleep Around. I mean, those songs just make this album, basically. So there you are, disc 3. Who knows when I'll do a summing up video, but I just have to say this to everyone now, just stay safe, stay well, If there is a lockdown in your country, please adhere to the rules, but don't go in a party, don't spread this disease. It's a horrible bloody disease, it's killing people, it's the worst thing we've had since 1918. It's not funny, people dying isn't funny. Love one another is what Prince said, and I couldn't understand more. Also, shout out to everybody, Prince's friend, J3121, I'm so glad you made that video showing your stuff. I really wish more people would watch your videos. They're getting less views than mine, and I'm so angry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread your video around. I'm going to try and get people to watch it. Everybody watching my video, there's a guy called J3121. Type his name in. He sometimes comments on my videos. Watch his videos. They're very short, but they're very interesting. You should watch them. Get his viewer rate up, please. Mr. Ants and Nightchild again. Great stuff coming out of you. I always love your stuff. Prince's friend, one of these days I'll actually sit down and work out your brackets. It's very interesting. I just got a bit put off when you basically overthrew one of my favourite songs straight away. I mean, when you got rid of, I'm trying to remember what song it was. I think it was Forever in My Life. I was like, seriously? You got rid of Forever in My Life for Dreamer? I just, Anyway, so there you are. Violet Reality, I'm loving your guys' extra facts about certain Prince albums too as well. So everybody, stay safe, stay funky, and realise also now it's April, and hopefully by the end of this month, this lockdown will be gone, this disease will be gone, and we can go back to doing what we love. Peace and be well.